Welcome to episode 4 in our TukTuk Road Trip series, where we are exploring the area of
Sigiriya.
We are so excited to be exploring this area, and we're staying in the most incredible accommodations. Join us on this adventure as we go off-roading in our tuk-tuk. I feel like we're on our own little tuk-tuk safari.
Oh.
Whoa! Go for a wild walk at night. I'm a little bit scared right now. I almost get into a fight with some locals. And we nearly get blown off Sigiriya Rock. Hi, I'm Lucie.
Hello, I'm Lairu.
We are husband and wife living in the south of Sri Lanka. Follow us in this travel series as we venture from the south to the north of Sri Lanka in our tuk-tuk. Stopping at Ritigala, Dambulla, Sigiriya, Polonnaruwa, Trimcommolly, Anuradhapura, Kalpitiya, Mannar, and all the way up to Jaffna. We'll be exploring popular must-see places, but also taking many trips on the road less travelled to find mesmerising places rich in history. So jump in and join us for this adventure. This is the proper tuk-tuk road adventure. Today we're heading from Dambulla to Sigiriya. We've just stopped around halfway on the side of the road because we've just spotted a load more dragon fruits and mangoes, so we've just bought a couple of those. And we're also getting a freshly squeezed lemon juice. Whenever you're traveling along this road, it's like the thing that there's lemon juice everywhere, and it's so fresh, it's so beautiful smelling, so we always get sucked in. Plus it's super refreshing. A great way to quench your thirst in the heat of the day. We are now on the road heading into Sigiriya, and already I'm getting so many good vibes whilst being on this road. It's like a completely different feeling to all the other roads we've been on, and everything's been so crazy and we've been driving long haul distances. But today we're only driving like 40 minutes from Dambulla to Sigiriya. And alongside the road is all the electric fencing, and we've just stopped by a sign that says fishing cats ahead. Ah! We might see some wildlife. Let's go. We have just found the most amazing lunch spot with buffet rice and curry, so Rue's well happy. You've even got it in your beard. It's so beautiful here. The views are amazing. It's such like a rustic, basic structure. And the people are so lovely here. And yeah, what a find. We're literally just driving into Sigiriya and we found this on the side of the road, and I quickly turned around. This is amazing. Oh, we're here. Back off beyond. This is where we're staying tonight. We have just arrived to our accommodation for the night. It is absolutely amazing. This is where we're sleeping. This is our bedroom, and this is the view that we have. We are so close to nature. This is absolutely incredible, but I'm going to show you about this accommodation tomorrow morning. We've got some really exciting things planned for our time here, and I'm just so excited to bring you guys with us and show you what we're going to be getting up to. This is amazing. This is what we're all about, being this close to nature in amazing sustainable places like this. So grateful, so humbled. Here's the thunder. We are now heading up to Pidurangala Rock. I'm really not being able to climb right now. There's actually a lot of people here coming up, and it's very steep. Lots of steps.
Let's go.
I was thinking as we were approaching this impressive rock in front of us how impossible it looked to climb. And then it got me thinking how life can look like that sometimes. Something may look like a challenge or a dream or goal that seems impossible to achieve, but little by little and step by step, the impossible can become possible. And with perseverance and determination, you can accomplish what you had imagined, or in our case right now, reach the top of Pidurangala Rock. I didn't realise that this would be such an interesting hike. I don't know if it's because I didn't really do much research, to be honest, before we came up here, but this is amazing. Behind us here is like ruins. This is ancient. This is absolutely incredible. It's just so enriched with history and culture. Wow. And this view. It's pretty amazing. There are some incredibly beautiful sights here in Sri Lanka, but along with some of them comes with incredibly touristy sights, and it kind of takes away from the energy of a place. We have travelled to some incredible places here in Sri Lanka, which is quite unknown and just magnificent to be and look at, and the energy you get from the place. And then when you come to somewhere like this and there's so many people, it just takes away the magic of a destination. But onwards and upwards. Drizzle! Right, drizzles at Sigiriya Rock. And I've just had drone envy because there's been people coming up here flying their drone, getting beautiful footage of Sigiriya Rock. Oh, it's windy. And our drone is not working because I crashed it into a small river in Dambulla. It just flew into a tree and landed in the water. I can't believe that just happened. So now we're without our drone. So even though I'm a little bit sad about that, I'm still feeling absolutely amazing because we've just watched the most beautiful sunset in the most beautiful location. Now I need to find my shoes. I've lost my shoes again. Well, it was really interesting coming down from Pidurangala Rock in the dark. I tripped over a couple of times, but we've just come back to our tree house. We've both had nice cold showers to freshen up, and now we're going to head out for dinner. And then I think we've got an interesting activity this evening. Ooh, husband scrubs up nice. After a hearty, healthy dinner of paratha and curries, we had a quick presentation. We put on our boots and headlamps, and off we went. Okay, so we're heading out to see if we can spot any loris this evening. Are there any elephants out here?
Yeah, sometimes the elephants are traveling in here.
Oh no. I'm a little bit scared right now. We're walking through elephant territory in the dark with no protection. They're quicker than I thought they were.
Usually the fishing cat.
Elephant pit. We just got back from our night walk to see the loris, and it was so interesting. I feel like we learned so much, and it's just a great experience. So if you're going to come here, come stay at Back of Beyond. It's incredible, and do the night walk. We saw 4 loris, but they're really hard to capture on video and photo because they're nocturnal obviously, but they're really shy, they're really tiny, so they're really not easy to spot, let alone film. But I did my best. I don't know how it's turned out. What else did we see? We saw an owl, another nocturnal bird, and there was a civet cat or a fishing cat that was like running through the jungle. Something's in there.
It's like a fishing cat.
Yeah.
Civet.
Yeah. I was really scared at some point, thinking that there's something following me or that an elephant was going to pop out, but it was such an amazing experience. Anyway, we're going to chill. We've got our water refill, we've got beer and chocolate. So we're going to just chill and then get an early night because we have an early morning tomorrow. We're going on a boat tour, so we're meeting at 5:30 to head on out. Morning everyone, we're up nice and early this morning and we're heading out on a sunrise boat trip. We've just come in our tuk-tuk to this beautiful lake and we have Pidurangala Rock over here and Sigiriya Rock here too, so we're going to have magnificent views. Quite like having a cup of coffee on a moving boat at sunrise. This sunrise boat trip was such a unique experience. We were the only boat on the lake and we had these magnificent views all to ourselves. Such a beautiful, peaceful, relaxing way to start the day. The best way to get greeted off of the boat trip. Hello, baby. God, hello, Snuggle. Oh. We just had the most amazing boat trip. That was such a great way to start the morning. And now we've come back to our accommodation and we're gonna have some breakfast. And then we're gonna show you around where we've been staying. Last night we stayed at the most amazing accommodation, this tree house behind us at back up beyond Pidurangala, and we want to show you around because it's absolutely amazing. So this is the entrance to our tree house. It comes into this nice relaxation zone where you can chill. This tree house actually sleeps 4 people, but it's just us in here, and it's just a really nice place to sit and enjoy the surrounding nature. We are just immersed with nature. It's absolutely incredible, and the tree house is so open, there's no walls, so you really do feel connected with all the surroundings. It's absolutely beautiful. Come on in. So the bathroom is situated in the downstairs area, so it feels like an inside but outside bathroom. We've got our toilet here, our sink here, and this is our beautiful shower. And then these beautiful stairs lead us up to our bedroom area. I'm absolutely obsessed with tree houses, and I've been following Back and Beyond for a while now because I absolutely love their values, their beliefs and their conservation efforts. So staying in somewhere like this that brings you so close to nature with the activities that we've experienced here as well is just amazing. Honestly, it's such an incredible experience. So their accommodations here are made with sustainable materials like clay and bamboo, and they are created around the nature. So you'll see that when you come and stay here, that the structures are built around the trees. So you really do feel like you're a part of it and that you're not disturbing and destroying the environment. So as I said earlier, this tree house sleeps 4 people. So we've got 2 single beds and we slept on this really comfortable king-size bed. I don't know, it's massive. It's super, super comfortable. It's got an amazing view. And then over here, we have our really nice seating area. This morning, this is where I set up the laptop to do some work. This place is perfect for nature lovers, and the location is actually really close to the base of Pidurangala Rock. Something to note about if you are going to stay here is that Wi-Fi and data is very low. The Wi-Fi is quite a weak signal. There is Wi-Fi in the main area, but I think that's really positive about the space because you really get to be present in the moment and just switch off from social media, and we all need that every now and again. I feel so sad for this elephant. I just had to stop by and speak to these foreigners and say how wrong it is that they're riding this poor elephant who is covered in chains head to toe, The mahout has 2 sticks with these metal hooks, who is controlling the elephant and making the elephant pose for these 3 foreigners who are riding its back. It's so sad. Like, the foreigners, maybe they don't understand how this is suffering for this elephant. The elephant is on his own. We saw him last night coming in. He's just chained up on his own. He's not in a family group. It's completely unnatural, completely unethical. So please, I encourage you, if you're coming to Sri Lanka, please do not ride the elephants, or please do not pay for any kind of activity that exploits animals. If you want to see elephants here, you can see them around Sri Lanka. There's so many national parks, and you can see elephants in their natural habitat, in their herds, and it's absolutely incredible. That is how you want to see elephants here, not being chained up in temples or on the side of the roads, being enslaved by people. This is really wrong. Please do your research and go to the national parks. This is very wrong. Please look at the elephant's eyes. See the chains. It's so unnatural, yeah? Thank you for listening. I just want to emphasize this. If one of the things on your bucket list is to ride an elephant, don't do it. Sri Lanka is an extraordinary country with so many national parks which are home to wild elephants. You can observe them in their natural habitat, which is protected, and it's truly incredible to witness them like this, in nature, in their family groups, free to roam as they please. This is ethical tourism, and this is what we should be supporting. Please don't support the elephant trekking industry. It's emotional. You can see the elephant draped in chains, the sad look in their eyes, the hook that is used numerous times on them throughout the day in order to control them. They have been taken away from their families to get here, or bred for this one sole purpose, just to satisfy humans and unknowing tourists. They are trained, beaten and enslaved just to spend a lonesome lifetime in misery. I beg you, please do not support any kind of business that exploits animals. We should be respecting them and protecting them. Thank you for listening. Incredible sight. I don't know what that was. Let us know in the comments below. Is it some kind of fox or a jackal? It's definitely like a wild dog. They're so beautiful. Their tails were so bushy and they were just so magnificent. Wow, I've never seen those before. They were so close to the road. So we have arrived at Ritigala archaeological site, and it's crazy because we were driving for ages through nothing, basically just farmland, and I was thinking that there's going to be nothing at the end, and we've arrived here and it's a whole complex of research buildings and I don't know what else. So yeah, we're heading in now and see what this place is all about. This is what adventure and discovery is in Sri Lanka. It's not those overcrowded touristy places. It's these small places that no one really knows about, and you're just discovering it all by yourself. This is what traveling Sri Lanka is all about. We've just had a few people walk by us who have already done their stroll, and now I think it's just us in here. It's absolutely amazing and such a contrast of what we witnessed yesterday. Yesterday morning we were in Dambulla, we went to the Royal Cave Temple and it was insane. I felt so claustrophobic looking through the cave temples. There were just hundreds and hundreds of people. It was truly an amazing place to see, but so touristy. And then in the evening we hiked up Pidurangala Rock, and again it was so overcrowded. So beautiful, don't get me wrong, but so many people. And now we're here today at this incredible archaeological site, and we have this place pretty much to ourselves, and it's so beautiful. We're just surrounded by nature. Look at this, look at that. There's so many trees. This is breathtaking. This is what it's all about. Traveling around Sri Lanka. This is the proper TukTuk Road adventure. Discovering places like this. So welcome to Ritigala Sanctuary, an ancient Buddhist monastery which dates back to the 1st century BC. Covering an area of 59 acres, these ruins have now been taken over by nature, which is just stunning to look at and walk through. This is a huge complex, and what we can see here indicates that large numbers of devotees would visit here back in its prime days. This is another place I've added to my favourites list, a truly incredible place to visit, a must-see if you're coming to explore Sri Lanka. This really is like a magical land. There's thousands of butterflies everywhere. The pathways bend and wind through the trees. What do you think, Lou?
It's a big house, yeah?
I don't think it's someone's house. How do you feel discovering your country? I'm not sure if we reached the top or the end of the pathway, but we definitely did make it to a gigantic tree, which was absolutely incredible. I've never seen a tree like that before. And there was also a group of macaque monkeys too. So that's my call to leave. The hero's up there at one with all the monkeys. I just escaped. It's following you, Roo. Be careful of the camera gear. They seem pretty harmless, but you just never know. It's really interesting to think what would happen to everywhere if all humans vanished, if we all disappeared. What would happen to our towns, cities and homes and all the buildings we've created? Well, actually, it would all turn into what this has turned into. Nature would take back what it originally had, and all the trees would grow through the bricks, through the stones, and everything would crumble, and nature would just grow and thrive and continue. It's just really interesting to think, because before there were many people living here, using this space, celebrating in these places, in these buildings, and walking these pathways and working and building. And now all that's left of it is ruins and nature. Bustle of Sigiriya town. Oh, there's elephant poo. We just drove over elephant poo. Yeah, this is really in elephant territory now. Alia Kaka Godai. Oh, that is like a baby elephant poo. This is an activity all in itself just by getting to the accommodation. This is amazing. I feel like we're on our own little tuk-tuk safari.
Oh.
Whoa! Oh, we just found money.
Yeah?
We just found money. Money just fell out of somewhere.
See it.
Huh?
It's not finished.
Oh. This is off-roading to the max. Where are we going? Oh my gosh. There's no way I'm driving down there. There's no way.
Petrol smell, eh?
Maybe it's because of the jump.
Tuk-tuk is fine, go?
Yeah, I don't know how we're going to get back out again though, that's the problem. Oh.
What? Down, another one.
Oh. Okay, we're down. That was scary. Well done, tuk-tuk. Oh wow. Oh wow, it opens into such paradise. From a tea, and it's lemon juice. I am addicted. So after we finished exploring Ritigala archaeological site, which was absolutely incredible, our plan was to drive back to Sigiriya and then hike to the top of Sigiriya Rock. But actually we're too tired for that. We are really exhausted. It's been non-stop. It's actually quite a lot driving around Sri Lanka in a tuk-tuk. We thought it would be like a lot quicker than it has been, but actually what we think would take an hour would actually take a 2-hour journey. So it's quite exhausting driving around and traveling. We're cramming so much into a 2-week trip. At the same time, we're not just traveling, we are filming as well. So things are taking a lot longer. It's a lot more energy consuming. So we thought, you know what, let's just come to our accommodation, have a bit of a chill / work time. And for our accommodation tonight, we're still staying with Back of Beyond, but in their other location, which is in the Sigiriya area. We are still staying in a treehouse, but we thought that last night's treehouse was amazing, which it was, but wait till you see tonight's treehouse.
Welcome to the treehouse.
It's so amazing, I could literally cry. Got the most delicious Sri Lankan breakfast, and we're sitting here and we can feel the breeze coming through the trees, and we're just surrounded by all the nature. This place is just the most amazing place. It's an experience in itself, staying here and being able to experience this. This is amazing. We have just enjoyed the most wonderfully delicious breakfast. We're now super full and ready to start the day. It's our last day here in the Sigiriya area, but before we leave, we want to show you around our Back of Beyond second location, Treehouse, because this place is so unique. Let's go inside. So we enter the treehouse at this lower level. As you can see, it's a tree house because there's a massive tree. This is the tree trunk. It's growing up and the tree house is built just above us here. We've got a nice lounge area. You can put some cushions out here and enjoy the surroundings. It's so beautiful. It's so tranquil and relaxing. I literally just want to stay here forever. Should we just stay here? Just forget the rest of the tuk-tuk adventure and we'll just live here. It's amazing. Anyway, onwards with the tour. Okay, first we have the bathroom, and what I love about this bathroom is that it is so open. Last night we showered under the tree. It's so amazing. You're so out there. We've got a couple of trees growing in here too. We have our sink, toilet, and of course our wonderful shower, which is hot by the way. We had a hot shower last night. Also, our treehouse came with a resident friend. He is a little frog and he lives in the sink. He's not really out this morning. I think he likes the toothpaste showers, nice and minty on his skin. Let's head up to the bedroom. This treehouse is made with so much sustainable materials like clay and wood, and it also has, the roofing is palm leaf thatch. It's so amazing. These stairs are absolutely incredible, so beautiful. This treehouse has been crafted around the trees. There's actually 2 massive trees that the treehouse has been built upon and around, and you can really see that we're staying in a treehouse because the tree is literally growing through the space. Larry smashed his head on this last night, so be careful if you stay here. We have our relaxation spot, then some stairs which leads up to our gigantic bed, and then this is the view from your tree house. This is what we woke up to this morning. I actually woke up at like 6 o'clock, and as soon as I opened my eyes, this is what I saw this morning. Absolutely incredible. And of course, a trip to Sigiriya wouldn't be complete without visiting Sigiriya Rock. So we've arrived here today and we were welcomed by grey langur monkeys, a whole group of them. They're so beautiful to look at. They're actually one of my favourite kind of monkeys. They're just so human-like and interesting. We've now entered the complex and we're walking through what was once the water garden. It's really peaceful. We've actually come here in like the peak heat of the day, which a lot of people think we're probably really stupid for coming here at such a hot time in the day. But actually our idea around this, other than our filming schedule, was that it would be one of the quietest parts of the day because people are not coming here, they want to avoid the heat. But actually there's loads of shaded areas around. It's a really nice time to come. It's really nice that as we're walking through this ancient royal complex, it's not just the rock, the Lion Rock, that is amazing to see. It's also amazing to see the many different areas of the garden leading up to the rock. So we've just headed off to the left as we're approaching the rock, and we've gone to the octagonal pond, and there's some really interesting boulders and hiding places and different things to discover. And there's no one else going there. Everyone's going to the rock and missing out on all this other unique architecture. A vertical drain. So even back in those days they were thinking about drainage, unlike the rest of Sri Lanka these days, which drainage is awful. Okay, we have started our ascent to the top, and what's really nice, even though we're hiking in the rock in the peak heat of the day, we have this wind. Oh, it's quite strong actually. It's actually really refreshing. Ooh. Wow, that sheer face. We're going up there. I'm struggling to take videos because it's so windy. Okay, up these little steps. Who would have thought it would be so windy up here? This is the last thing I expected today. Coming up here in the middle of the day, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you'd think that it would be scorching hot. And yes, of course, it is very hot, the sun is directly out, but this wind is insane. I don't think we can capture it through the camera, but the wind is keeping it so fresh. and really enjoyable actually. It's a really nice time to come. There's not much shade up here though. If it wasn't windy, I probably wouldn't advise coming up here this time. I'm sure everyone knows about Sigiriya Rock, one of the most famous attractions in Sri Lanka, but let me quickly tell you about this place if for some reason you haven't heard of it. So to get to the top of Sigiriya Rock, which is 200 meters high, you have to climb over 1,200 steps, which takes you up to where the palace used to be. This was the perfect location to overlook the surrounding area and observe if any invasion was on the way, and allowed for adequate protection. This site became a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1982 and is one of the most popular places to visit in Sri Lanka. It's nearly 2 o'clock and we've just finished exploring the top complex at the summit of Sigiriya Rock, and what's scary is the stairway that we came up on, which was full of people, there's now no one. So this is kind of spooky that we're the only people now going down. Wow, that's scary. I thought we had finished and we were leaving the rock. Turns out we're heading up another metal staircase, which is actually spiral, and we're heading to the cave paintings. Wow, that was amazing. We weren't allowed to do any photography or videography in there because it was prohibited, but that's fine. It's amazing that these kind of places can stay kind of secret, even though it's on the internet if you want to see it, but thanks for watching as always. We'll see you in the next video where we're exploring Polonnaruwa and Caldula National Park and also doing a few unique experiences too. See you there.